This week.
It's a story as old as time. Last week, Skyclimb unexpectedly launched on PSVR2 to the surprise of even the developers. So here's what I'll say for now. It's fun and has a ton of single-player and multiplayer content, especially considering the $15 price tag. There are a few kinks that need to be worked out, like smooth turning and in-game voice chat, all of which should be coming in the first patch. So if you want to get some practice in and start climbing the leaderboards, I don't know, I say go for it. Otherwise, you might want to wait for a patch.
Hello, human! Welcome to the Job Simulator. Now better than ever with brand new features.
It's old hat for a lot of us now, but those of you new to VR might be interested to know that Job Simulator is coming to PlayStation Premium this month. The popularity for this one is undeniable, as it topped the sales charts for years. So if you missed out on it, it's finally time to see what all the hype is about.
Who did it?
Foster a positive attitude and be a team player.
So overdone it could be a meme.
Another free Gran Turismo 7 update is headed our way in just 2 weeks, featuring a handful of new cars, new physics, and what I care about most personally, a brand new track. Version 1.49 will be out on July 25th.
Trust no one.
Probably one of the most requested PSVR2 ports, it looks like extraction shooter Ghost of Tabor could be here within the next few months. In an interview with developer Combat Waffle, Henry Stockdale of Upload VR confirmed that the digital PSVR2 release, quote, isn't far off, and is confident that Ghost of Tabor will be in the hands of PlayStation gamers in just a few more months, promising graphical improvements and haptic feedback, with astute game cats noticing that the game is already available to wishlist on the PlayStation Store. For all the awesome PSVR2 games planned to launch before the end of 2024, Arken Age might just beat them all to the punch. Over on the Vitruvius VR Discord this week, Colton mentioned that they've been working around the clock to get the game finished, and that they're going into PC beta as early as right now, so we could be seeing this one very soon, if all goes well. Quick update, Colton updated this after I was done editing, but before I was able to upload the video, and said they found a game-breaking bug, so everything's been pushed back just a little bit. So be patient, it's almost here. If you're looking for another PlayStation VR2 physical release to add to your collection, limited run games might have you covered. While Super Deluxe Games seems to be handling the release in Asian territories, limited run games will be bringing Humanity, along with a manual and a download card for the game soundtrack, to those of us here in the West. Pre-orders will last from July 16th to August 18th.
There's no hope here. And the gods that walk among us thirst for death.
I'm sure I speak for a good majority of us when I say that Behemoth is one of our most anticipated PSVR2 titles yet. And for me personally, I don't need another gameplay trailer. I mean, I'm already sold. But hey, we got another trailer, so let's check it out.
Outsider! Your head is mine!
The poison in my veins begs me to kill.
I'll put you in the ground! The power of our god is immeasurable!
thought I could be a hero. But heroes don't survive the Forsaken Lands. Only monsters do.
Speaking of not needing another trailer, developer Mighty Eyes just revealed another 8 minutes of Wanderer the Fragments of Fate gameplay footage. And it looks beautiful. It looked beautiful on PSVR1, and this just looks so much better, so much more lifelike, and so much more natural in every way. The downside is that Fragments of Fate is getting pushed out of September, and now has a release date of October 31st.
An alternate version of our world, the city has been swallowed by the ocean and overrun by nature. Though seemingly beautiful, this world harbors its own dangers and is far from what we were destined for.
The Void.
The PlayStation blog was pushing PSVR2 pretty hard this week, and one of the more intriguing articles was about Metro VR Awakening coming to PlayStation VR2 before the end of the year. In the post, it's revealed that the team at Vertigo worked very closely with Metro creator Dmitry Glukovsky, not only making Awakening look and feel like a proper Metro game, but also that he wrote the story, a very personal, emotional story for a new character. It sounds like this one will be worth keeping an eye on as we get closer to launch. After missing their 2023 release date and going radio silent for months at a time, the team over at Kinetic Games finally issued a statement regarding the console version of Phasmophobia. They state, "We're thrilled to announce that the console update will be released this year during our in-game Halloween event. Once launched, all players will have access to crossplay, allowing you to play the newest version of the game with everyone, including those using VR on any platform." I was checking Kinetic's Discord to see exactly when their in-game Halloween event is scheduled to start, obviously sometime before October 31st, but no one seems to have that information. It's just strange they didn't mention an exact release date. But hey, at least it's coming soon. In a somewhat surprising reveal this week, Endream Studio Near Light announced a new game called Frenzies. It's a 12-player PvP arena shooter with a unique art style, with characters that show us what Astrobot will look like in his awkward teen years, 5-round matches, and creative game modes. It's being developed for PSVR2 and Quest, with crossplay between platforms, and is coming soon. It is worth noting though that this is not the next game from the team that brought us Fract or Synapse, but instead the next game from the team that brought us Shooty Fruity, in Perfect.
Locked in, I'm wearing the cuffs. Pull up to the front of the club. Everybody looking at us.
According to the Steam listing, Darksword is an exciting, original, non-stop action RPG, where you venture deep within the world of twisted corridors and defeat your enemies in style. Develop your own style of combat, exploit enemy weaknesses, and collect materials to get more powerful weapons. Play the story mode and complete globally through online leaderboards. Show off your skills, build teamwork, and get even more rewards in the multiplayer co-op mode. Okay, so looking at the mixed Steam reviews, it looks like Darksword was broken on the Valve Index, leading to a lot of negative reviews. That said, it does seem pretty basic and not very RPG-ish, and more like a wave-based roguelite. Who knows though, this could be fun.
On Thursday, August 15th, VR brings it taking.
This week, Upload VR and Fast Travel Games veteran Jamie Feltham revealed he'll be hosting a VR game showcase. In what seems to be a response to the more Quest and indie-focused Upload VR Summer Showcase, the VR Game Showcase will feature major announcements and AAA game reveals. And with developers from Endreams to Flat to VR Studios on board, it's sure to be a good show. It's set to air Thursday, August 15th at noon Eastern.
Interactive and XR games. Big news from Flat to VR Studios, and headlining announcements from Endreams, Vertigo Games, Fast Travel Games, Shell Games, Combat Waffle Studios, Beyond Frames, and more.
What the fuck? What is that?
Practically every day, I hear people arguing which PSVR2 game is better, Resident Evil 4 or Village. And now listen, both are phenomenal and both have their pluses and minuses. But let's not forget the most important part of this conversation. Neither of them hold a candle to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It was a game that simultaneously brought the series back to its roots and propelled it into the future by introducing the ability to play it in VR. And even without any hands or VRAF mechanics, it managed to remain one of the best games on PSVR1 for a whole generation. So come on Sony, come on Capcom, bring this masterpiece to PSVR2. Every week, our good friend Professor Lilith organizes a multiplayer meetup over on our Discord. It happens every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and this week we'll be playing 2-player co-op or 4-player horde mode zombie shooter, Arizona Sunshine 2. If you can't make this week's meetup, don't worry, it happens every Sunday at the same time. So, make sure you click the link in the description below. Come join our Discord.
This week